Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. Nice move there. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're going to test the right side with this one. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Takes an easy one to the back. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland!
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive... You have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a...
There he goes. Pick up on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Polk. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Let's go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Finds his man. It's Smith. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Washington. Under fire. Grab near the marker, it's Polk. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Touchdown Illini. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he made the extra point without problem. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Buys a little time with his feet. Finding open areas. Looking for room at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Stone. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Got it inside the 15. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Washington. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
The Terrapins line it up with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, What a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's blocked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, what a move. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense looks like they're coming. To throw, it's Washington. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Terps!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give out of the gun. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying play action. Got his man in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it. Ran through the contact. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Terrapins will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Terrapins will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not getting...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.